Listen, I know, if you've been on my channel for any amount of time, you've seen a thumbnail similar to the one that you just saw today, but these are different. There's something different in this box, and I'm excited to open it up. And there's actually a couple somethings that are different in this box. So let's just go ahead and break right on in to a package that I have received from none other than Nowear BMX and Karl Hinckley, who always loves packaging these things in a way that makes me struggle. I just love that at this point in things with Karl, he knows me well enough to know that I'm gonna film this, and he puts it so that you guys can see it in an awesome way, and it's presented for the camera in an awesome way. And what's this? You're gonna have to check out the other video for this one that is already live. Make sure you head over to my channel and you take a look at what's in this package. But for now, we're focusing on these. So let's see what this note is here. Rant more. Thanks for the support and rocking our bars for a decade now. You're the man. Stay rad. Crazy Karl. Crazy to think that it's been a decade since Karl told me that he didn't want to be a hard parts company. And here we are with several models of frame. We have multiple different types of bars. He's innovating with parts, stems, seat post clamps, the part that's in the bag that I just tossed over my shoulder. It's just awesome to see. So, I don't know if you guys have ever bought bars from Nowear. Are they packaged this gnarly? Karl does such a good job at packaging these things to keep them nice. But I'm convinced that he does it just to watch me struggle. Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe not. We might be in luck. Opening up. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how many times I have done exactly this, but these are different. And so I might as well just start right on in with some of the info. One, these bars are made in California because these bars are manufactured at the building, aka S&M Bikes. These bars are also the sugar-free version, which is what I am going to affectionately call these bars forever, because these bars are actually lighter than the others. And thank you, Karl, for making this the easiest bar packaging that I've ever opened from you. This is the second version of these specific bars from Nowear, and it's exciting because they should still offer the same level of strength, but at a lighter weight. So as you can see, the sticker here says Tuk2. That's what these are, and they're made in California by S&M. So instead of having tubing that has a wall thickness of 0.083 inches, these are now 0.075 inches in the main part of the bars, and then the cross is now 0.049 down from what I think was either 0.065 or 0.063. So with the tubing on this new version of the bars being thinner walled, it's still straight gauge tubing, meaning it's the exact same all the way through. There's no budding going on. There's still no need for heat treating on these. These bars should still be just as strong as the previous, just without being as much overkill, and on the 9.5 version, saving you 3.4 ounces. That is almost a quarter of an entire pound just off the tubing on your handlebars, which is huge. So that is awesome. They are still 30 inches wide. They're still offered a 9.5 inch rise, which is what these are. But with this new run, there is a new rise option on these bars that has never been offered before. You can now get 8.5-inch rise bars just like these. So for all of you Flatlanders out there and all of the kids out there who couldn't run the 9.5s, definitely not the 10s, there's an option out there. And it's really awesome to say that I actually helped, and you actually helped with the decision of what size to make these bars. Because I put a poll out on Instagram a few months ago when Karl was trying to decide which sizes to go with, and I wrote down hundreds and hundreds of replies to find out that 8.5 seems to be the most common denominator option that people liked to use, that would be the most viable to have made. So they are now available, which is awesome. And just to give you guys some total weights on these things, I know 3.8 ounces lighter doesn't really help you. The total weight on these bars as they are is 41.6 ounces or 2.6 pounds. On the 8.5 version, they are 39.4 ounces or 2.46 pounds. They're available in a bunch of different colors. I'll put pictures and list them on the screen right now. And I'm excited because not only do I get to ride Nowear bars that are a little bit lighter, which I never really cared about before, but it's a plus when it gets to happen. Also, I get to ride Nowear bars that are made by S&M, which is something that had happened in the past, but they moved to making them all in Nebraska, and now Karl is doing these runs with S&M again. So this is really exciting, and I think all that's left to do at this point is to maybe give you some more angles on these things to appreciate things. The knurling, exactly the same as all the other S&M bars that you know and love. Rough bars should hopefully not move. Give you another look at this new sticker with the mascot for these bars. Take a look at the crossbar. Here's a look from the bottom side so you can see the tubing here. And ultimately, I think that this is going to be awesome for a lot of people who maybe have held back because they thought the bars were way too heavy or there wasn't the right size for you available. Because for the longest time, Karl was just doing 9.5s and 10s in these 4-piece bars. But now you have options. You have 9.5 and 8.5, and then 10s maybe in the future. You have to reach out to Karl. I think there might still be some 10s that are available. Either way, I'm pretty sure there will be a run of 10s in the future. But for now, you can get these, and I guess the only thing left to do is to go put them on my bike and cut them down to my preferred size. So let's go ahead and cut on over to that and make this video a little bit longer because I don't think there's any reason to split it in half. So let's go to that right now. I have gone through this process enough times on my channel, so I'll just narrate through the time lapse as it goes. And now we'll take the bars off of here. 27.5 will be the mark of choice. And now for the fun part. And I always make sure to file down. And the bars are now cut. 27.5. Now we can put the grips back on. Bars are installed. And there we have it. The bars are installed, cut, and put to where I like them. So the only thing left to do now is actually show you guys a visual representation that I noticed I could show you while filming this video. So let's focus way out here and grab these bars, and here you go. So you can see, obviously these are my old bars, and this is the piece from the new ones. You can see very clearly here that the older ones are thicker than the piece of tubing from the new ones. I thought that was a pretty cool visual representation there for you guys of how much thinner the tubing now is, but isn't at the same time. You can very clearly see it, but they should still retain the same strength as before with a lighter weight to them. So everything you guys need to buy these bars will be linked in the description down below. I want to say thank you to Karl for allowing me to run his bars for a literal decade. That's amazing to me, and it's been awesome to watch the progression from, like I said earlier, Karl saying, I don't want to be a hard parts company, to the 2-piece, then the 4-piece, then the Nebraska 4-piece, now the S&M made 4-piece that are even lighter, the sugar-free, if you will. And I'm stoked to get up to Rays and ride these things and tell people about them. So everything you need is down below. Thank you for watching. Thank you again, Karl, and we'll see you guys next time for another video.